Welcome to Milton Keynes Beating Coronavirus and MK Channel 14 News. It's the end of the week and we do a roundup of the very best news and information that we've spotted across Milton Keynes, and also the odd bit of national news as well. And a reminder, if you have any news, if you have a story that's related to helping Milton Keynes recover or beat coronavirus, then do contact us via the Facebook group or just message me or contact me on the phone numbers that are available, and we'd be delighted to have you appear. And let's just go straight into the news of the week. And what we're seeing right now is continued progress 29 days since the most recent coronavirus. That was the news 2 days ago. We're now on June the 26th, so that's well over a month, which is great. We've also done a special feature with Deborah Lewis, who's a member of the group, to try and recruit more volunteers. Her special Facebook group, which now has 18 other sites around the UK, needed help, and gladly some of our members in our group have lent a hand, and she's achieved national awareness with some of the newspapers getting behind the fact that she's set up this group for all the victims that feel abandoned by the government. Corianne, who works with me on social media, also put a charity spotlight out for Carl Haniff, who is running a great charity in Milton Keynes to keep kids off the street. Carl does an awful lot of different charity activities. I've never met the guy. One day I'll be able to shake his hand. Well done for giving the kids something positive, something to get them to enjoy physical fitness, self-discipline. Just brilliant to see, and we need more communities backers for this particular venture. So contact Carl through the group if you want to get involved or donate. Also, Alan JD posted this. We regularly remind people, but the MK Don set every Friday morning. In fact, this morning we're out there giving food out, their food larder on wheels. You can go to there and just register if you need food. Not a problem. Anyway, more on food. Hindu Association of Milton Keynes, their volunteers delivered over 3,000 hot meals to vulnerable residents. This is just one of several schemes run by the Asian community, which are just absolutely outstanding. Thank you guys so much. Tina Brown also reminded that we're getting extra help and donations for the hospital, which still has to keep its safeguarding going. And Stylo have created, I think, several hundred face visors, which you can see some of those that have been donated and delivered to MK Hospital. And the news this morning, we've been looking over the week at various noises about Intu, which owes $4 billion. Being in a serious mess, and this morning I posted news that they're talking about administrators now being appointed, so they will cause a lot of job losses. On a more positive note, driving lessons are back. And also, I just want to say a big shout out to Jim Clellan. Jim did an interview with me when I first started out in business many moons ago, and he's still going strong, has a great show, and he's featuring a lot of the charities that we mention on the group. And Seklo Sounds 105.5 is a brilliant community radio station and very easy to get involved with. So please do listen to Jim's show. He's giving us a bit of his news as he goes along, and we'll obviously post anything he has to let our members know. Also, just going back into the main stories, Willen Lake is set to reopen on Saturday, so the weather is still going to be reasonable. If you fancy doing something on the lake, swimming or using the water sports centre, then that is the place to go, and good to see. On the appeals side, Rachel Allen, who works in marketing and has close associations with Bucks Biz, pointed out the fact that the gyms are still being locked down, and it's affecting some of the local not-for-profits and charities that do activities with vulnerable children. One such one is MK Cheerleading Academy, and we're hoping to do an interview. We did invite them to do an interview, yet to hear from them, but we're available, guys, if you want to talk to us. Also, the hospital is getting back to normality with routine outpatient appointments. And I just want to point out our own bounce back and gift back offer that we are advertising on MKFM. The advert started this week. It will give a percentage of whatever we do on digital marketing or video, live streaming, animation, whatever you're doing, we can offer competitive rates, and then out of whatever we get, we will donate 20% back to your Milton Keynes charity. So you just have to be a Milton Keynes business that wants to care and share to your charity, and that will help keep our initiative going. That is one of the things I wanted to mention. On the protection side, the public health chief has said that COVID is still at large and strong as ever. And on that, we've posted something quite important. You might not realise quite how important, but this is Barsha Mukherjee. She's an NHS doctor, been working on the front line. She's also Miss England, and that's her mother there in the picture. And they've just started a new program to try and beef up immunity and cut down the risks that cause coronavirus to cause havoc in your body. So things like high blood pressure, you'll see her mother suffers from that. And you'll be seeing over the next few weeks, hopefully a miraculous change in both of them in their health. And that will give them better protection against coronavirus. So check that one out if you're into defending yourself from pro-longevity without drugs. Also, a bit of, if you like, a protest from one of the beauty salons. Now, there's a lot of members in our group that are in the beauty business, and we really should be lobbying for government change, lobby our MPs, because it's very unfair. I think in those sectors, they've always been very health conscious, and sterility has been part of their businesses. So why they should not be given a chance to open when nurseries and other places are open, I don't know. But that's me having a bit of a rant. I do that every now and again on behalf of beauticians and tattoo parlours, etc. So what we also have is a lot of news about resurgence across Europe. So Europe was a bit ahead of us, and yet they now are seeing a backlash in terms of the virus taking hold again. So bad signs which the World Health Organization have highlighted. And yet in the UK, we seem to be getting away with blue murder, with beach parties and street parties and police being attacked at various events. So it's not really that clever. In my view, and I think most of the group agree. In fact, all of the group agree with that. Also in America, things are getting very, very bad, and they reckon there's been a bit of a cover-up. They think 20 million Americans could have contracted, not the 2 million or 1 million that they say. So there's a lot going on there that is bad, and they're trying to open up the air corridors, which we think is again a really stupid and bad idea. So hopefully they'll listen to someone, and probably not in this case. More close to home, the things we can do is look after our own and be aware of what's going on in different districts. Now, Westcroft has a nursery, Acorn Nursery, which has had 22 children and adults get tested positive. Just on that, we posted another article about kids not really suffering from coronavirus, and it was good to see, because the comment I made was that, of course, the teachers and the care workers don't really often have very much of a choice, and they are badly affected. And we're seeing this now at Westcroft, adults and children affected. And of course, kids are a very easy means to spread any type of infection because they just don't know the rules. So, you know, I just don't really understand the lack of consistency there. When, as we say, things like beauticians' parlours are shut. So that is the news of the day. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you stay safe and enjoy the weekend. Big thank you to all the help I get during the week, especially from our moderators, news reviewers. Let me have your news, and if you want interviews, we will get the cameras out. And remember, we do have the bounce back and give back scheme if you're a commercial company needing any kind of marketing and support support, then do contact us and we'll give you a competitive quote and 20% back to your Milton Keynes charity, and that will also keep the lights on what we're doing here, because it does take a lot of time and effort to man what we're doing with video and with the social media. But we think it's doing some good, and we are glad to see lots of new members join us every week. So keep us growing, keep caring, sharing, protecting Milton Keynes. Bye for now.